Hello and welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. We are now in full holiday swing. The turkey has cooled. Thanksgiving is behind us. The flag has been planted at Ohio State. And Jimmy Failla is here.
Bang!
So, of course, we're watching a lot of college football, a lot of professional football. There were a lot of fisticuffs this weekend, Jim.
Yeah, Mace was there. I'm not talking about the rapper. He did not make a comeback. To be clear, no one who recorded with Diddy is putting out an album anytime soon. We're talking about Mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they were pepper spraying the kids.
Ohio State and Michigan and dusted it up at midfield because Michigan tried to plant the flag.
Okay, so I want to know how you feel about this because I saw that and I'm like, I get it. They're all like jacked and full of testosterone and really excited to flex on each other. And, you know, Michigan beats Ohio State. It was an improbability because Ohio State clearly has the better team at Ohio State. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a blowout. They're not going to hang 100 on them like they had threatened years ago. But they did lose. And then Michigan tried to plant the flag in the middle of the field. And I thought that was a dick move.
Well, yeah, it absolutely was. Shades of the Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma game. But what the Ohio State players should have done in picking up the flag is not hit Michigan with it. They should have choked out Ryan Day with it, not killed him,
his
and
day
then
is...
removed him from his day has come and gone. And they should have carried him out and put him on like a ship and shoved him off to another campus.
If Ohio State had beaten Michigan, would Ryan Day be lauded as the greatest coach in college football?
No.
Okay. See, that was because I texted a friend of mine who loves Ohio State.
Ryan Day sucks.
Just, one word, I was just like, welp.
Yeah.
And then he went on a tirade about Ryan Day and he sucks and he's the worst. And I'm like, Ohio State was second in the country.
He doesn't beat Michigan.
Or whatever it was.
Ohio State was second in the country. And understand, they were second in the country with about 35 NFL players on their roster. This was the kind of win where had they won, he wasn't going to get credit. That's how bad the loss is. Meaning they are so much better than Michigan position by position. And Michigan's two best players in their secondary were out. Ohio State starts 3 NFL wide receivers that'll probably go in the first round.
Wow.
And scored 10 points. Okay, Will Howard obviously sucked and screwed the pooch, but to some extent, it's all reflective on the coach and his ability to.
History,
how about it? You leave me out of this. That's better than what they do to the dogs in other parts of Ohio. Springfield's right down the road. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the
but
cats.
In this case, the dog, the underdog, ate the favorite.
Yeah,
not
they
good.
did.
Ryan Day sucks. He's got to go. And the fact that Ohio State now gets to go to the playoff just because they're Ohio State, they don't deserve to be in the playoff. Shut up.
They do. They've been great all season.
You lose to an unranked team, they suck.
Everyone lost to an unranked team.
Do you know
Notre Dame lost in week 1.
Yeah, thank you, to Northern Illinois. And they've been hot since then, just the same. But the point is, Ryan Day, in a big game, loses. For whatever reason, he loses.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Garrett Cole. The Yankees paid him all that money so he could pitch Game 5 or, Game 5 of the World Series. That's why they paid him the money.
Yeah. Okay.
Not to.
But they were paying all other people to catch fly balls like Aaron Judge and field grounders.
But it's like if you can't focus.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Moment by moment, in the biggest moment, you have a problem.
Yep. Unacceptable. He's got to go.
Don't go anywhere. More Kennedy Saves the World right after this.
Why do you have a big scratch on your
Such
face?
a good story, and I wish it was a better one. So
is it one of your goddamn cats?
But since we're speaking in baseball parlance,
sure.
The fail is, in a baseball game when a team is up 5-0 going into the 9th, but somehow the closer lets up 11 runs. And they go from easy win, glorious day at the ballpark to what the F did we witness? Yeah. Okay, that was our Thanksgiving. We hosted Thanksgiving. We had a glorious Thanksgiving. Couldn't have been better for all involved, okay? At 11 o'clock Thanksgiving night, Lincoln gets Ebola. Like, that 72-hour virus? Now, I'm leaving town, so it's not a concern for me, but I know I'm going to stay away from this poor kid who has Ebola. Oh. Okay, he's fine now. He's in school today. He's fine. Okay.
It was a short,
violent...
it was
one of those, where you lose 10 pounds in 2 days.
Yeah.
The wrong Failla got
still
it,
sick,
to be honest.
I'd like to go over.
I know. I would love, if I could have had this, I would have loved this. But anyway, stick with me. So the link man in the process of getting Ebola relegates me that I'm going to sleep on a different floor of the house as to not be exposed. Because I do have, last Friday, 4 TV hits to do. Stick with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I
saw you for one of them.
Oh, that's right. So I sleep on a couch on Thursday night, okay? and apparently roll over on a cat that I didn't know was next to me, at which point it jumps, lands on my face, runs off into the night. But again, I was so out of it. You might also add drunk from Thanksgiving that I had no idea I was cut till I woke up to brush my teeth Friday morning, looked in the mirror with 4 TV hits on the schedule, and saw a gash on my cheek.
No, it's sizable. Like it could have been a hockey skate.
Yeah. So our girl Alina in makeup saved Christmas and covered this
She's
up
amazing.
just fine.
Like I think she's probably done special effects makeup because she's that good.
Jedi Master. So the point is we made it presentable. But that's how Thanksgiving went down. A perfect, glorious Thanksgiving until about 11 p.m. Bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
The closer let up 11 runs.
The closer's a free agent this year.
Yeah, we let him go. Clay Holmes was in charge of my Thanksgiving.
Clay Holmes, like, I hope he's not a Yankee next year. So what did you do for your turkey? Because I had the Turkey Odyssey, and we finally made a decision. And it was a family decision, and it was nearly unanimous.
Oh, wow. So wait, what did we do? We sent Jenny out to the yard in 28-degree weather like we always do at 6 a.m., had her fire up the pellet smoker, the Traeger, and she made a sexy smoked turkey, and then she made an oven turkey just the same with oven butter, with the homemade herbal butter.
Yeah.
She didn't deep fry one. My mom made turkey 3 at her house.
Nicely
3
done.
turkeys, a
Marianne.
3-turkey affair. Marianne gets it done.
Dang.
Yeah.
So the deep fryer couldn't make it to the cabin. I didn't trust my oven to do the Campagno method because I've had John Campagno's food. It's incredible.
Yes,
I trust that it is a pristine, and probably once I taste it, I will say I will never make another turkey another way ever again.
Yeah.
I didn't trust my oven, so we went with the herb butter with the pastry bag, and Lotus piped it under the skin, and she was so meticulous about how that bird was coated, and it was succulent and delicious, and everything was gluten-free, which I know makes people want to barf. But now half my family also has celiac, so everything, which is like, everything was gluten-free.
Oh, wow.
And it was beautiful. It was very tasty.
And you were happy.
I was
a winning
delighted. It
turkey
snowed
day.
all day.
Yeah, it did.
It was like living in a snow globe. It was so much fun. And the best thing, everyone did something analog. So I looked over, and my niece and my daughters were painting watercolor paintings at the table. And then they went outside and built a snowman and a snow dog and had a snowball fight. And then we made s'mores.
We were device-free.
Yes.
Wow, for one glorious
The only thing
moment.
we did do, and I don't know if you guys, so I guess this is a big thing now, is Jackbox TV.
How does this
So
work?
so everyone, you just open Jackbox TV. Someone has to have a subscription. It gives you a 4-letter code, and then 8 people can play at once.
Oh.
And there's like a funny murder mystery element.
Oh, okay.
Which has trivia questions, and
love
there's
that.
Quiplash, where you just say, like, you would be really good at this because you say really asinine, offensive things, and then no one knows who said it, but they vote.
On
and
who
then,
probably did.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
great.
So we all sat around and did that, and that was really fun.
That's amazing. No, we got Ebola. Jimmy got drunk.
See, it's the alcohol that kills the Ebola.
If you guys
That's
wanna,
what people do.
If you guys don't know this.
And your self-esteem.
Kentucky Speedballs. Are you ready for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
So glorious.
Yeah.
So glorious. So these were made with a bottle of Michter's bourbon, as is
Nice.
law in my house. So Michter's small batch bourbon, just pour a bottle into a pitcher. So far, so good. Then you put in cold brew coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Putting in about, realistically, they say like 1 bottle of cold brew coffee, which is 48 ounces, will do you. Bottle of cold brew coffee. This is and I'm making these en masse. And then you're dumping in a half a bottle of Kahlua or some other cordial.
Oh, that's nice.
And
So
it's a
you
Kentucky
could do
Speedball.
Mr. Black
Yep.
or Kahlua
Yep.
and get
Glorious.
the same effect.
It's a Kentucky Speedball, so it's 96 proof.
Yeah.
It's my brother calls it a fancy yoo-hoo, but there's nothing fancy about.
Is there milk in there?
No.
Oh.
It's great. It's glorious.
Oh,
You would
that's
love
not,
it.
and no sugar.
Now, other than what's in the Kahlua, and the bourbon has a little sugar there
Okay,
somewhere.
yeah.
But you are smashed because it's delicious. It really feels like you're tasting
That's like a hayseed espresso martini.
it's like a strong Bailey's. That's
Yeah.
what it tastes like.
That's
but you
nice.
are arguing with a parking meter by like 6 p.m. Like, it's crazy. If you could have seen what I looked like on Thanksgiving, and we hosted, but you know how I can really hold it together well in the presence because I'm doing things.
Yeah.
So when I'm hammered, I know I'm hammered, I just minimize my interactions. I'm hammered. I'm bouncing off things. I'm going places, but it's just a series of what can I get you? Here's a joke. Gotta go. Gotta move. Gotta go. And all of the actual hammering is just between me and me.
Does your family know that you've turned into Rodney Dangerfield?
I'll tell you, I'm all right. Last week I was in bad shape.
I I told him I wanted to stop aging. He gave me a gun.
It's funny. Rodney has a great line. He's like, I was making love to my wife. She had this faraway look in her eye. I was like, honey, is there somebody else? She was like, there's got to be.
On that note,
There
let's
it is.
just fold this thing up like a deck chair. Thanks, Jim.
The best.
We'll see you next Monday. This has been Kennedy Saves the World, along with Jimmy Failla. I'm Kennedy.
Listen ad-free with the Fox News Podcast Plus subscription on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Prime members can listen to this show ad-free on the Amazon Music app. Oh, go ahead and leave me a review while you're there. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You've been listening to Kennedy Saves the World on the Fox News Podcast Network.